X-Men and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Unmentionables 4-pack. Comes with swappable parts and accessories. New from Neca.
Hello gang, and welcome to a very different looking Displaying-Model-Behaviour. I'm back in the UK and I'm in my sister's kitchen because we might be home, but we are a long way from having any kind of serious setup to film videos with. But that's not going to stop me, because the news don't slow down, baby. And when that news train leaves the station, you better be on board, because it's rolling into Toyville. I'll drop this analogy. There's still news to talk about, so let's talk about it. First up, real talk. I am so jet lagged, and what always happens when I take major long haul flights that last over a day and a half. That was rough. I've got a rotten cold now as well. So, yay! But you guts to do the things you love if you want to feel better, and for me, just making content, baby. Cut me, I bleed content. And I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind. Because friend of the show and channel sponsor Alejandro, you've heard of him. He runs Legendsverse. We're going to talk about them later. But he messaged me the other day and he was saying, Dave, you know, there's a lot of talk, rumor, and scuttlebutt about Marvel Legends doing Marvel vs. Capcom themed figures. And I was like, yeah, a handsome dude broke that story a while ago. And he was like, yeah, what if they're not though? Because we had the reveal on the last Hasbro Pulse stream where they showed off the power charging effect that we all thought, oh, boom, Marvel Capcom Juggernaut. And they showed the little pink thingamy-bob and we were like, oh, Capcom Psylocke. But there was one thing, Columbo style, that bothered me. Just one more thing. There was a flame fist effect, and I was kind of willing to overlook it, because it didn't really fit my narrative as to what that was going to be. But Alejandro pointed out, you know what? In the new Marvel game, the new Marvel fighting game, Invasion, what is it, Marvel something Invasion? Not Secret Invasion, Cosmic Invasion, that's the one. In Cosmic Invasion, Nova, the human rocket, has those two exact powers. He's got the charging cone and he's got the flame fist attack. And Alejandro suggested, Dave, do you think they're not doing Marvel vs. Capcom? They're actually doing Marvel Cosmic Invasion. This was all a kind of a misunderstanding. And I'm thinking, I hope not. But maybe it is. Because that would make sense, because then the charging effect and the flaming fist would go with a Nova figure done in that style. Because that flaming fist doesn't go with Juggernaut. So I don't know. It's interesting because clearly the Cosmic Invasion game is taking a lot of cues from Marvel vs. Capcom. A lot of the characters are striking similar poses, so there is a lot of Capcom nostalgia in there. That might be what that tease was actually for. Not for Juggernaut, but for Nova and maybe a bunch of other characters based more on that game rather than any previous Capcom ones. Danyan put out a tweet just yesterday, I think, saying there will be some official reveals coming up this week. Not sure what he meant by official. I mean, he wasn't referencing anything unofficial, was he? So yeah, we're going to find out some more information eventually as time goes by. But in the meantime, though, that's something to chew over. Gang, it's time to take a quick pause for the cause and tell you about this channel's sponsor, Legendsverse. You know Legendsverse, they are your one-stop shop for all of your action figure collecting, cataloging, and correlating needs. Whether it's finding out how many different versions of Daredevil there are, or how you can piece together the 90s Justice League, this website will show you all the figures that have come out from all the different lines, all the different genres, all the different manufacturers, going back years and years. If you collect a line of figures that aren't on here, well, just check again in a week's time, because chances are they might very well be, because Alejandro, who runs this website, does not stop working. So if it's Masters of the Universe, Transformers, Mythic Legions, NECA, Mafex, Mezco, anything else in between, you're going to be able to catalog your entire collection and also find out what you're missing, what's out there, what grails are there, and your new thing to obsess about. So go check out Legendsverse and tell them Model Behaviour sent you. let's go over to some more regular action figure news now. I've done Dave's Conspiracy Corner. Now we can talk about SH Figure Arts Jewellery Boney Future Island Egghead figure. A One Piece character, that's all that I know, and she's got boots that are made for walking. They're made for Christopher Walken. They're big, fun, and kind of crazy looking. I dig it. I like it. This is Boney. Also comes with a bonus part for Monkey D. Luffy as well. Future Island Egghead sold separately, so she doesn't have to eat the pizza alone. That's got to be a little One Piece reference that Dave doesn't understand. But she's a cute-looking anime girl with great big boots and a slice of pizza as well. So that's all I need. I like her. Ease, yous guys, it's the Toidles, it's the gangster Toidles. Was I trying to be a guy talking about turtles or a turtle gangster? I don't know, but it's the Toidle Gangsters. It's a set from NECA and it's part of a Target Haulathon exclusive thingamajobby. They always have different sales techniques and tactics. I can never keep track of what's what. Let me just read the write-up for you. So this is the set. It's available in Target stores now, which probably, from what I understand, means it's going to be a pain in the padded ass to get hold of. Because you guys always tell me, if you got to go toy hunting around Targets, whichever one is near you never has what you're after. I feel for you, brothers. But they will be available online in the US at Target.com. So hopefully you'll have a chance to pick some up there. And internationally via Haulathon.com from Friday, April 11th. So they're already out there. If you want to get some gangster toidles, then you know where to go. Because I just told you. Pre-orders are up for the red and black Wolfpack style Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Lost Years figures being led up by Casey Jones, the Night Watcher. These have all been revealed previously at conventions. Now finally you can get your pre-orders in. And the whole team's here. So we've got, first of all, Night Watcher Casey Jones. Then, of course, there's Donatello in the Night Watcher style, the red and black stylized paint job. Also Michelangelo, of course, and there's Lost Years Leonardo as well. I can't remember the full story with the setup. I guess Raphael either been taken out by this point or he was off on some other adventures. I don't recall. I've read it, but my memory is absolutely rubbish. But I did remember enjoying it. And these figures, again, they're the NECA TMNT figures. All right, they can repaint them all they want because they are really gorgeous looking. These are no exception. Also up for pre-order, they've got the much brighter and more colourful Shredder and Krang from the Archie Comics series. So these, again, available at your various familiar retailers. It's another set for the turtle collector who needs everything. Now you can get the slightly more cartoony version of these characters. And honestly, I can see the appeal. Beast Kingdom. Speaking earlier, as I was, about figures that are just outside of my scale range. We're getting these 1/8 scale or 1/10 scale? 1/9 scale, there you go. We'll split the difference. 1/9 scale Beast Kingdom DC figures. And I mean, they look good. I've not had Beast Kingdom figures in hand before at all, so I can't say. But I've heard mixed things, to be honest. But I'd say mixed to good. So basically the answer is time to go online and watch some reviews. So these are going to be $54.99 each. So more expensive, but also they are that little bit bigger as well. The pictures certainly look pretty. We don't have a release date yet. Also, Darkseid is going to be more expensive because he is a big, chunky boy, as well he should be. Actually, before I go into that, $87.99 for Darkseid. So a little more expensive for Darkseid, but you can even get him and put him with your McFarlane figures or your future Mattel figures, because Darkseid, come on, he can scale a bit bigger. So that's kind of fun. So of course, as you can see, with this initial wave, we're getting Superman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and Darkseid himself. So the pictures look pretty. Will they be as good in hand? Well, you have to wait for the reviews to come in. Yeehaw! We got ourselves some rootin' tootin' cowboy Batman roundup. So I'm going to drop this voice and we're going to talk about them. So we've got some very pretty pictures to go with some action figures. Rounding up some teasers, as Toy Arc say here. Year 1 Batman and Commissioner Gordon will be coming to Walmart as exclusives on April 16th. In addition, Snyderverse Justice League Alfred finally gets his plastic appearance, and Cowboy Batman, they're both incoming. Read on to check the shots. Stay tuned for linkage and details. That's what happens when I read directly from Toy Arc. I just say a whole bunch of things that aren't important. And also from McFarlane Toys, we're getting a repainted Eradicator. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I knew that we've had this Eradicator before, so they're re-releasing him with a slightly different deco. But then the more fun one is Hal Jordan from The Death of Superman, where he's wearing this Green Lantern armor that he's constructed himself that really didn't do him much good in his fight against Doomsday, but that was the whole point. So he's actually kind of fun with a glow-in-the-dark gimmick as well, and I'm a sucker for a glow-in-the-dark gimmick. So these ones together, yeah, they're more fun releases from McFarlane. Epic Hacks are taking another bite from their Red Sonja Cherry, this time going a little bit steampunk with this version. We got Red Sonja Steampunk Legend Epic Hacks 1/12 scale figure. And I actually like this a lot more than their original one. I don't have any real connection to Red Sonja, so it's a bit of a tough sell for me. She is just redhead bikini lady. So you got to make the package a little bit more zhuzhed up to get my attention. And this one actually has done. So it's going to be between $65 and $70. These Boss Fight Studio figures are never cheap. I'll be the first to say, you know, it is expensive, I feel, for what it is. But it's going to be released around about Q4 of this year. So if you've got the OG, you want to supplement that, or if you just want one standalone steampunk Red Sonja, well, she's got looking at the pictures, she's got some nice accessories there too. Not a bad set, not a bad package. I'm a sucker for redhead and goggles, apparently. For all you 90s kids who are Pokemon fans, you can get a 1/6 scale, not Ash Ketchum, but a monster trainer figure who is legally distinct. This is going to be going for $142. Not redoing this. I'm too tired. $142. Going to be releasing around about the first quarter of next year. Gotta, come on, mouth, wake up, do a bit of sight reading. You got this. Pre-orders are open now for this guy from Present Toys, and all we need now is a 1/6 scale Pikachu to go with him. But with all the soft goods and the different faces and whatnot, he looks really fun. I was too old to get into Pokemon, although I say that. Loads of people my age are into Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, I just had different nerdy obsessions. Pokemon had too many stats and numbers. That was never going to work for me. Hiya Toys showing off their exquisite Merle figure from The Walking Dead. So we've got this guy, he's going to be $24.99 and he's going to be released around about Q1 of 2026. I know we've got Daryl as well, so he's got to have his big brother Merle. I remember hating these guys when they first turned up. Not in a, oh, boo, you're bad guys type ways, but in a like, this isn't like the comics, I hate this. It didn't help that they were called Merle and Daryl, but at least both characters, hey, that's an example of good writing. Both characters, even Merle, who's pretty despicable, ultimately you can't help but root for him at the end. So yeah, this was kind of the glory days of The Walking Dead. You can get this 1/18 scale. What's the name of the actor? Michael Rooker. He's going to be pretty essential for the collection. Hiya Toys are also doing one that's really catching my eye. Another Godzilla. Exquisite. This version is King of Destruction amid scientific development. That's such a Japanese name. Now Heat Ray Godzilla from Godzilla 2000 Millennium. This joins Hiya Toys' exquisite basic series. $54 and going to be released around about Q1 of 2026. I always get my eras mixed up. This isn't the Heisei era, but is like the start of the Millennium era. Godzilla was looking very kind of catty and reptilian. Not my favorite design. I'm more from, is it the Heisei era? That was Destroyer and Biolante. That was my era of Godzilla. Whichever one is yours though, you got to appreciate a nice action figure when you see it. And this is, dare I say, an exquisite looking Godzilla. Oh, this lady's super fun. 1/9 scale though, so kind of big. A little shorter than Hot Toys, but bigger than Legends and McFarlane. We're getting the Animester X Nuclear Gold Wolf Mastiff Force Karas Samurai. Why can't they just call her Big Boob Cyber Samurai Lady? That's what I would have put on the box, and guess what? It would describe exactly what's inside, and just... They know how to appeal to me. Thank goodness it's 1/9 scale, so it wouldn't really go with anything. Therefore, I can let this one pass me by. However, I do appreciate the aesthetics. Very, very cool. I'm a sucker for bright, colorful hair as well. Throw in all the anime cyber accoutrements. Yeah, it's a really badass looking piece. Don't need it, but dang it, I do appreciate what I'm looking at. Oh, be still, my heart. Megatron, it is I, Unicron. Oh my goodness, just look at this. Orson Welles, man. I know he didn't care about what he was doing, but he still put forward an amazing, amazing last gasp performance as Unicron. And this figure, it's not a figure, it's a statue, but just look at it. $3,325, but of course it's that much. Look at it, it's gigantic. What an incredible centerpiece to everything. Imagine any Transformers display you have, and then have this in the middle of it. That would just be absolutely crazy. Completely nuts. Early bird pricing. So actually, it's cheaper. Yeah, it's normally $3,500. So you get in there quick. Well, you still can do. So yeah, you can pre-order this now from Premium Collectible Studios. Oh my goodness. I've never known someone who's picked up one of these premium collectible pieces when I've shown them off. But if you have, if you're one of those folks out there who buys these, let me know. I'm genuinely intrigued because people must do. And oh my goodness, if you can afford it, God bless you. More power to you. A funny little random story I wanted to mention. Robert Downey Jr., our future Doom, is celebrating his 50th birthday, 60th? I don't know how old he is. He's one of those timeless people. But he put out a Doctor Doom themed party invitation, which of course has got a lot of us speculating, is this going to give us any hint as to what Doctor Doom's going to look like in the upcoming Avengers movies? You know what? Probably not. But it's fun to think about it. He's got this long flowy hair, looks like Prince. I'm not the first person to point that out. Got a bit of a Prince vibe going on there. But hey, is this going to even hint towards what he looks like? I don't know, but maybe he has that floppy hair for a reason, because that's how they want him to look in the movie. Who knows? But it's fun to speculate, so internet, have at it. Today's cosplay cover artist is Jessica Nigiri, who caught my eye with the fastest Marvel Rivals White Queen turnaround. Cosplay, no sooner was the character revealed, she must have got her sewing machine out, and she's gone for the black, gothic kind of version. Looks amazing, as does all the rest of her stuff in her Instagram portfolio. Is that what you call it? I don't know. Go check it out, though. She's pretty amazing. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. What do you think about the items covered? Comment below and let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And if you want to go one step beyond and supporting the channel, you can do by getting yourself a YouTube channel membership where you can take part in the almost daily channel member live streams that I do that we are kicking back on with right away. I'm just got myself all set and sorted, unpacked, and we're going to be diving back into these, doing both UK and US time zone friendly live streams. So we're going to be live streaming out the wazoo, because this is my only income right now. Well, no, not right now. Ever. This is it. We're doing it. We're launching straight in. So gosh, I really hope I get over this head cold, because this is not how I want to be going forward. But I've got a pretty good constitution. I'll battle this thing off. In the meantime though, gang, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I gotta get a mic stand. Keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee. Big time.